please have your microphones off if you're not speaking and if you're not taking part in the session as a speaker, so that we don't have that noisy background, which is really disturbing at times. Welcome to Social English, kindly funded by the U.S. Embassy in Armenia and delivered by Co-op. It's my pleasure to see you all online. I'm Lilit, your teacher for live sessions. We will be meeting every Monday at 7 o'clock. So tell me how you're doing today. How was your day? Okay. How about the others? Do you have a good day? Do you have a nice day? Okay, good to hear that. Right. All right. So, I'm sorry to see you're tired, Narina. Hopefully you will be more active after the session. Before the session starts, I want to advise you on some details, on some technical details related to the session. So first of all, the whole course, whole Social English course will last 24 weeks. It consists of 4 modules, and every module comprises 6 weeks, consists of 6 weeks. We meet every Monday at 7 p.m. and our session lasts 90 minutes, 1 hour and a half. Is this part clear? Do you have any questions? Okay. Yeah, let's agree on this. If you have a question, you write it in the chat box. If you don't have a question, you just don't write anything, okay? Nice to meet you too. Go ahead. So my request to all of you is to join the sessions in time, which basically means if it's 7 o'clock, you run to your computer, you switch it on, you join the session so that you don't miss any important parts, okay? Please do all the tasks, not only during the session, but also after the session. You will find that there are lots of tasks to be completed in the Moodle, and there are some tasks which your webinar teachers will be asking you to do. Your job is to complete all of them to achieve high performance. And please be present. When I say be present, I mean both physically, that means that you are sitting in front of the computer, but also mentally. That means that you're listening to me. You're not just sitting in front of the computer and thinking about something else, but you are paying attention to the lesson and you're completing the tasks. Okay, so please be both physically and mentally and virtually present. That's a bit controversial, but this is what it is. If you have any questions about this part, you're welcome to write in the chat box. Okay. Assessment. Any ideas what assessment means? Assessment means how you will be graded. Thank you, Hasmikjan. I'm sure you look much better. It's a shame I can't see you. I look good because I teach, so that's, you know, these two things are interrelated. So assessment, very good, Gane, good job. So assessment is your grade. So if you do all these beautiful things I have just told you, being virtually present, physically present, and mentally present, if you take an active part in the course, if you complete the final tests and do your homework, you will have a very nice certificate of participation, of accomplishment. If you just join the course without your contribution to it, then your certificate will be different. Okay? try to do your best. And also, here are some words which, good evening, Bartuhi, nice to see you online. Here are some words which you will often hear during the session. So I have provided the translation of the words. Very simple words for some of you, because this seems to be a mixed group, but there might be unknown words for the others, so you're welcome to have them. Do you have any questions about any of these words? Okay. You will also hear some instructions. For instance, I can ask you to do a task, and then once you're out of time, I will tell you your time is up, which basically means that you don't have any time left. Your time is up. I will also ask you to check your answers with the answers provided on the slide to see whether your guesses were correct or not. For some tasks, I can ask you to match the pictures with words. That means we have the picture and we have the words, and we have different pictures and different words, and you have to match them together. You have to come together. Also, there will be some videos screened during the session, and I'll ask you to watch the video and fill in the gap, complete the gaps. Any questions about these instructions? Great. Let's have a look at the continuation of the instructions. So, as I said, there will be videos. So I can also ask you to watch the video and answer the questions that follow it. Someone is speaking and their microphone is on. Oh, that's Gohar. Okay. Also, you can watch the video and decide if the sentences are true or false. So the sentences about the video. I might ask you to write a dialogue and then to role play it with one of the participants. And I might ask you to repeat whatever I'm saying. Of course, I won't be able to hear you, but I trust you and I know that you will be following all these instructions because you're so smart and bright. Any questions about this part? Arpine, I think that's your microphone. Yeah, there is no video yet, but it will be here soon. These are just the samples. These are just the examples of the instructions, okay? No video yet. I will tell you where the video is. Don't worry about that. Also, some of you may find that this course is very easy for them because I can see among the participants some people who joined our business English course. This course will be very easy for you because it is for A2 level. So decide whether you want to redo the course, whether you want to stay enrolled in the course or not. And the rest, if you and the others, if you find that I'm speaking too quickly, or if I'm speaking, if I'm saying some unfamiliar words, please make sure to stop me. I'm following the chat box closely and tell me to speak more slowly, or tell me to explain if you don't. If you think that you feel uncomfortable with any word or with any expression. Okay? Yeah, Goharjan, I'm not saying you shouldn't take the course. It's up to you. Just don't be surprised if some things sound familiar and look familiar to you. All right? Are we doing fine so far? Do you have any questions? No questions? Annajan, if your connection is poor, I think probably you should contact your internet provider, because I won't be able to do anything in that respect. Also, another tip is to use Mozilla Firefox instead of Google Chrome. That really helps, and that eases your participation in the live sessions. You can try that. Try to use Mozilla. Let me right click. Sorry, Mozilla browser. Maybe it will help you. Okay. Right. So let's move on. And let's see what we're going to have this week. So this week we'll be talking about how we can greet people. Any idea what greet is? Greet. What do you think it means? Anyone wants to write the definition? Yes. Can you think of an English definition of to greet? Just can you explain it? A salutation. Okay, so that's the definition for greeting. Hellush, good job. Okay, or just to say, hi Yangin, good to see you too. Say hello. Yes, Gohar, good job. So yeah, to say hello. So today we'll be talking about different ways of greeting in different situations. Yes, Narina, for example, shaking hands. We'll be having some everyday vocabulary which we use when we meet people, when we talk to them. And we'll also be addressing the form and use of the verb to be. Okay? Hi, Vladimir. Good to see you. Good evening. Nice to see you too. So these three things will be covered today, hopefully, during the session. Can we start? Or do you have any questions? You can interrupt me anytime, and you can write your question in the chat box. Okay? We can start. Okay. So I have your green light. You know what that means? When I have your green light, it means I have your permission. Permission, what is that? Green light and permission are synonymous. Yes, Narine. Yeah, indeed, Armina. Yes. So I have your green light, I have your permission. We can move on. Yeah. Okay, so I want you to have a look at these pictures and to tell me what you can see in every picture. So what you can see in the first picture, in the second picture, in the third, and in the fourth. So what do we say? Okay, what do we see in the first picture, Catherine? Shaking hands. Right, can you say it with one word, Catherine? Shaking hands, it's two words. Can you use one word for that? Can you join these words? Handshake. Yes, Gohar, handshake. Yes, Olga, good job. Handshake. So we can see a handshake in the first picture. What do we see in the second picture, in this picture, or in that picture? What do they do? What are they doing in the picture? Okay, they are greeting each other, yeah. And again, it's a specific way of greeting each other with their hands together. Yes, children greeting each other. How about the third picture? What are they doing? How are they greeting each other? same, but you can see that they are not hugging each other, are they? No. Yes, so they are trying to signal their respect by bowing. Bow. You say the word for me? Bow. I'm sure you're saying that. Can you say it once again? Bow. Okay. Yeah, it's an Indian way of saying hello. And it's also used in Oriental cultures like the Japanese culture or the Chinese culture. Also, how would you say that? How would you say the word bow in Armenian? What do you think bow means? Yes, Olga, good job. Right, okay. Do we use this way of greeting people in the Armenian culture? So for instance, when you see someone who you respect a lot, do you bow? Yeah, however hard you respect this person, you don't do it, do you? You do, Lilit, okay. Can you tell us more about it? Sometimes you do. Can you tell us specifically in which situation do you do that? Lilit Davetisyan? It's interesting. Oh, okay, so when you see senior people, right, when you see elderly people, okay. And let's have a final look at the last picture. Okay, yeah, that's just an example of bowing, yeah. So what is this man doing? This guy. How is he greeting others? He's having his hand. Maybe he's saying thank you, but I assume he's introducing himself or he's greeting others. Yes, Olga, he has his hand over his heart. So we say hand, let me write it for you. Hand over heart, okay? His hand, how do you call this part of the hand, by the way? How do you call this part? Palm, Bartui, good job. So he has his palm over his heart. So that's another way of greeting. If I'm not mistaken, this is the way people greet each other in Arabic countries, for example, in Saudi Arabia, or they also greet each other like that in Afghanistan, showing that they have come with very open and honest hearts, and they are probably happy to see the person they're greeting. This is just again bowing, but they are not bowing to the. It's just probably I'm not sure where it is mostly used. Probably in India, like this. Again, saying thank you and greeting at the same time. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Yeah, namaste. Do you have any questions about any of these pictures? Ah, can you hear that? Maybe my neighbors are repairing something. Yeah, I thought you were not. Yeah, you were not able to hear that. Okay. Okay. So how can we use the word bow in a sentence? It's a good question. Thank you, Gohar. So, for example, how would you say "Yer tesnum im"? For example, "Yer tesnum im harevani khonarvum"? How can you say that sentence in English? Can you write it? Can you try? Write it in the chat box. Yeah, I bow to him. Okay, right. When I see my neighbor, I bow to him. Okay, right. Or how would you say hayrechen khonarvum barevelis? Yerp barevumen mimyans. Okay. Yeah, Vartuhi, your version is also good. Armenians don't bow when they greet each other. Yes. Or Armenians don't bow, Shushanik, when they see each other. Okay. The Armenians don't bow. Armenian people don't bow. Okay, so many alternatives. Arthur, we don't use bow with make. Bow is already a verb. Okay, so it is to bow. So we don't use it with a verb. I'm sorry, we don't use it with make. Yeah, you bow. Right. Yeah. Armenian people don't bow. The Armenians, because we are talking about the nation, the Armenians don't bow. Okay. Right. Okay. Any other questions? Vladimir, I'm not sure what you want to say. Can you be more specific? Yeah. Third picture. Yeah, the Armenians don't bow. That's it. Okay, let's move on. Now, here we have different types of greeting, and let's decide how common or how popular each of them is to our culture. So we have shaking hands, which we have already talked about, shaking hands. We have hugging. Hugging, it's like when you haven't seen your friend for a long period of time and you have missed him or her so much that when you see this person, you hug them. Hug, okay? Can you tell me what hugging is? Yes, Gohar, good job, right, okay. We have kissing. I don't think it requires too much explanation. You know this from films, you know this from Facebook. Yeah, before we would kiss people in real life, now we kiss them virtually, and we kiss everyone irrespective of the fact whether we know them or not. Yeah, Armenians are very much fond of kissing. Then we have, remember this picture? So we have this way of greeting. When you have your hand, when you have your palm over your heart. Okay. We're coming to that, Liana, gradually. And we have nodding, Liana. This is like, I am nodding now. For example, when you say something and I agree with you, I nod. Okay. It's interesting, but in some cultures, especially in cold countries, people nod to each other instead of greeting. Yeah, instead of like saying something, they just nod to each other. It's very popular to Russia, for instance. When you see someone and you want to acknowledge their presence, you just nod. Okay. Chovanel, yeah, go ahead. And bow, which we have already talked about. Yeah, bowing. That's another type of greeting. Okay. Now, I want one or two people from the participants to come online and to tell me which of these types of greeting is popular or are popular to our country. Varsikjan, nodding is this. Okay. Yeah, Olga can be popular in Armenia as well. Okay, so let's see if we have any volunteers. Volunteers. No, Vladimir, nodding is gulchovanel, not honarved, but gulchovanel. These are two different things. Because when you nod, Vladimir, you just move your neck. You just move this part of your body. But when you bow, you move your upper part of the body. Okay, so you move more parts of the body. Okay. Number 4, Samved, is this picture. Let's have a look again at this guy. Yeah, so when you have your hand, your palm over your heart. Any other questions? So Vartuhi thinks shaking hands and hugging are very popular in Armenia. Okay. Among men or among women, Vartuhi? What do you think? Men or women? Men. Okay. Right. Susanna agrees with Vartuhi. Okay. Lilit, please have your microphone off. Both. Okay. So depends. Okay. Among women. Now, okay. So men, can you tell me the sentence? What do men do and what do women do? Can you tell me two full sentences, Vartuhi? So, or can you write them? Men, what do they do in Armenia? Men. Okay. In general, shaking hands or shake hands? Yes, Vartuhi. Men shake hands. And women, what do they do? Maybe women kissing or women kiss each other, which is correct? Yes, yeah. So men shake hands because, again, this is a general action, and women kiss each other. Okay, right. Okay. Or they hug each other, Ani. Good. Yeah. Lilit Bekaryan, I'm having your microphone off so that it doesn't disturb us. Now, please don't ignore my question. Do we have a volunteer who wants to come online? You are already online, but who wants to come online as a speaker and who wants to say one or two sentences about this, about the types of greeting that are popular in Armenia. Lilit Avetisyan wants. Lilit Jan, your microphone is not even visible here. I guess you have to log in again. Besides Vartuhi and Vartuhi Grigoryan. Okay, let's see Vartuhi Grigoryan. Whether you have, yeah, you have your microphone. So let me switch it on. It's on. Vartuhi?
Yes.
No.
So I think, good evening, everyone.
Where are you from? Can you tell us a few words about yourself?
I'm from Ashakan, and I want to become culturolog. I'm now studying it. I study now.
So you major in cultural studies?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you study?
In ASPU, in Armenian Pedagogical University of Khachaturaboyan.
In Yerevan or in another city?
Now in Yerevan.
Yerevan, wow. Do you travel to Yerevan and back every day?
Yes, every day. It is not so far.
Yeah, okay, but then it's tiring again. Okay, Vartuhi, sorry, yeah, go ahead. Vartuhi, can you tell us which of these types of greeting is most popular to Armenia?
I think in Armenia, in our culture, it's very popular when men shake hands, and when meeting women, so they hugging. I can't say right.
What do you want to say? Can you write it? Can you find
the second word I can't say right. Hugging. Yes, they are hugging and kissing. They are hugging, kiss each other.
So women hug and kiss each other.
Yes, and the last 3 words, I think it isn't very popular in our culture. So if we speaking about bowing, it's in Arabic countries, or it's in Korea, Japan, but not in our country. And
yeah, Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, continue.
Oh yes. I think so. It's all what I think about what is popular in our country.
Okay, right. How do you read this word? Vartuhi, sorry. Last
Bowing.
one. Bowing.
Bowing.
Bowing, right. Okay, good. And how would you say Tahamarti in English? I have
Mean.
Can you say it again? Can you try again?
Mean.
Can you try again? Say it again.
Men.
Man, yeah, man. Okay. Right. How would you say Tahamartik Safpuman Mimianzer?
Men shake hand each other.
You don't have to say each other. Say it again without each other.
Just men shake hand.
One hand or hands? What do you think?
Hands, I think.
Can you say it
Men
again?
shake hands.
Good job. Men shake hands. So men shake hands in Armenia. Yeah, but they don't nod to each other or they don't greet each other by having hand over the heart. I agree with you. Thank you very much, Vartuhi. That was a great pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you too.
Stay tuned. Don't leave us. We'll be checking in with you. So,
Okay.
Okay. Right. If we have someone else who wants to say something different to what Vartuhi said, let's have their microphone on for them to speak. Okay, I just don't understand whose microphone is on. Yeah, okay. So let's have Susanna Mosoyan. Susanna, I can't see your microphone. You might have joined us without your microphone. Can you try again? Meanwhile, let's have Lilit, did you fix everything with your mic? Lilit, okay, your microphone is on. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Can you tell us where you come from, Lilit, and what you do?
Yes, I'm from Moskva.
I'm sorry, from?
From Moskva.
Moskva. Okay. Where is that?
Nearby Ashtarak or Oshakan.
Is it a village or is it a town?
Yes, it is a village.
Okay, right. Beautiful name.
Sorry?
I mean, it's a beautiful name for a village. I love the name.
Thank you very much.
What do you do, Lilit?
I'm studying college. I'm teacher, tour guide or tour manager. So,
where do you study? Where is your college? Where do you study? Where is your college? I'm sorry, Lilit. I'm sorry.
College of Humanities.
Okay, is it in Yerevan?
Yes.
Okay, is it in Yerevan? Yes. Okay. Lilit, can you possibly have the volume in your computer down so that it doesn't interfere with us?
It's okay now.
I think it's better. It's better. No, it's not better, Lilit. You have to have your volume down. You have to have your volume down. Okay. So, Lilit, do you want to talk about this, about the types of greetings that are popular in Armenia? About the types of greetings that are popular in Armenia.
I think that all of that partly is popular in our country, but especially shaking hands, hugging, and kissing. It depends on what level is our meeting. Yes, when it is a business meeting, of course there isn't any hugging or kissing. There must be only shaking, and hugging, kissing, it is our daily, mostly our daily greeting.
Okay.
It depends, also depends on which nationality has our partner. Yes.
Lilit, I'm sorry, I have muted you because your microphone is on. It's okay. Someone's microphone is again on. Can you please check? Can everyone please check if their microphone is off? Vazgen Galestian. Okay. Now life is beautiful. Okay, yours might be off, but Vazgen's was not. Okay. So Lilijan, sorry, let me unmute you so that you can speak again. Lilit?
Yes.
Okay, so can you repeat your last sentence because nobody could hear you?
Yes, I say that if we greeting with some Indian people, we must know what is the popular type of greeting in their country.
Okay, right. So what is appropriate to their culture?
Moving, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, bowing.
Bowing, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Lilit. Next time when you join us, try to speak more loudly, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right, so that everyone can hear you because you have such a voice, so try to speak loudly for everyone to hear you. Okay, let's move on. And as I promised, we're going to watch a video, right? And we'll be watching 3 different videos with the same people, in most cases. In the first video, after you watch it, I want you to think about these 2 questions. What do you think is the relationship of the speakers in the first scene? Okay, relationship, can you tell me what it is? Relationship. You can't say without watching, Suzanne. So what is the relationship? They hardly know each other? Are they best friends or are they neighbors? Neighbors are people who live next to each other. After that, watch the second video. I'll share the link with you now. And decide if the speakers in the second dialogue are strangers. Remember, strangers in the night, so they don't know each other, are in friendly terms with each other, are in friendly terms, friendly, so they know, they know each other more or less, and have just met. They have just met each other. They have just met each other. So decide which of these is true. Okay. Please, Gayane Harusinam, please have your microphone off. Okay. Have your microphone off. Okay. And someone else. Vazgen Galistyan, don't turn on your microphone, please. Okay? I keep turning it off. Please have it off. Okay? Thank you. Right. So, 2 questions for you. Friendly, sidalish, yeah? But here are in friendly terms with each other. They know each other. Okay? And kerakanen, idarhet. So 2 videos. Let me share the links with you. So I want you to watch video number 1 and video number 2. Please have your microphones off so that when you watch the video, you don't have this echoing sound. Neighbor, samvel, is someone who lives next door. Here is the link, Goharjan, sorry. You click on the link. Let me paste it again. Click on the link. It will take you to the video. Video number 1 and video number 2. Yes, now you watch. When you finish, you come back. Okay? Or you can open another window and you can just listen to it. You can watch the video there. I will unmute my microphone. Please don't write the answers in the chat box. I'll give you 2 minutes for watching both videos because these are not long videos, just a few seconds. Please don't write the answers in the video. Խնդրում եմ պատասխանները մի գրեք chat-ում, լավ? Okay, I'm back again. It's great to see so many people are ready. So one request, this is the first session, but generally, again, during the subsequent sessions, don't write the answers in the chat box for everyone to watch the video, okay? Some people are asking where the second video is. The second video is after the first video. So the order is logical. It's under the first video, okay? Sometimes it's just enough to scroll down and you will see the second video, then you will see the third video and so on. So you just have to know where to look. Okay, so let's see what you think about the first question. Ani Piloyan, can you write the answer in the chat box? Okay, Ani Piloyan writes, what is the relationship of the speakers in the first scene? Let's see what Ani writes. Very good, Ani. Good job. They are neighbors. Yes. And this was obvious not only from the way they were greeting each other, but also the setting of the video. Okay. The second question. Let's have Anna Hakopian answer. The speakers in the second dialogue, are they strangers or are they in friendly terms with each other? Or have they just met? Anna Hakopian, can you please answer? Yeah, it's two. Yeah, no, it's the second answer. It's B. Yeah, they are in friendly terms with each other. Guys, when I say Anna Hakopian, it doesn't mean that you have to pretend you're Anna Hakopian. Of course, you're not, right? You have a different name. So try to take turns for for everyone. Okay, good. Let's move on. Now, I want you to answer these two questions, question number 3 and question number 4. You can watch the video again, or you can just remember from the video. What does Dave mean when he says coffee? And I want Olga Vorskanyan to answer. Olga, what do you think Dave means when he says coffee? Yes, it's B. He offers Anna to have coffee. So very often, instead of saying, would you like to have some coffee, or do you want to have some coffee, which is of course a very polite way of offering things, we can say coffee. If we're with friends, or with someone we know very well, we can say coffee or tea. We offer in this way, in a very friendly manner. Yeah. Rushan, Saharian, what do you think about number 4? Oh, sorry, number 4, you haven't watched it. Sorry, my mistake. So now I want you to watch video number 3. I want you to watch the video number 3. Let me again share the link with you. And I want you to think about question number 4. How does Anna feel in the third scene? She's tired, she's overworked, she's happy to start her day, she's not sure what to do. Please watch and then answer, okay? Link doesn't open. You can copy and paste it and it will open. It opens in my browser. Please watch and then I will tell you who will answer. The third video, Liana Jan, is under the second video. Yes. Guys, we have videos in logical order. First is number 1, then is number 2, and then is number 3. However strange it may sound, this is the logical order. And it says video number 3. I have checked, it's there and it works. When you watch it, please tell me that you have watched it for us to go on with the session. Okay, thank you. Now, Liana Kostandian, can you tell us the answer to number 4? How do you think Anna feels? Yeah, she's happy to start her day in the office. Yeah, that is obvious from the way she enters the office. She throws the cup into the basket and so on. Yeah. Any words which are unknown here? She's tired, that she's overworked. What do you think this means? Overworked. Yes, yeah. That means that she worked really hard and that's why she's very, very, can you tell me a synonym to overwork in English? Too tired. I love that, Anna. Thank you. Tired. Another, Liana, good job. Exhausted. T is missing, but overall you're doing a very good job. Exhausted. Thank you, Nelly. Exhausted. So when you're overtired, it means you are exhausted. Yeah, it's your favorite word. I hope it's not your favorite state. Yeah, I hope you don't feel very, very much tired at the end of the day. Oh, your favorite state as well. Sorry to hear that. Okay, every day. Okay. Every day. Who has their microphone on? Let me see. Vazgen Galestian, please have your microphone off, okay? Yeah, you already know, okay. Right, okay. Overtired, Ani, means exhausted. It means you have worked so hard that you are exhausted. You can't move, you're very, very tired. Yes. Do you have any questions about the video or about any of the words? Okay, good. Let's move on. Now, let's see if you can fill in the gaps of the video from memory. Okay. So, Susanna Sukhasyan, can you write what Anna is saying in the video? What do you think she is saying in the first part? Is she saying, how are you? She starts her conversation with, how are you? is saying good morning. Yes, Susanna, you're right. Good morning. And the woman responds, good morning, Anna. What does the woman say? Janusz, do you think you can write what she says? How are you? Right. And what does Anna answer? Naira? Anasyan? What does she answer? Fine, thanks. Or and then how are you? And the woman says good. The woman says good. So these are basically the answers. Do you think we can try to have a mini role play? And we have 2 people online who will try this dialogue for me. Yeah, let's see who we can have online. Can we have Vladimir? Vladimir, do you want to come online? And let's have it's interesting. Let's have 2 men because men are not very active today. Let's have Samvel. Okay, Samvel. Samvel. Okay, Samvel's microphone is making some strange sounds. Let's have Nelly Vartanyan. Nelly. Nelly.
Yes.
Nelly. Yeah, hello.
I'm here. Hi,
Okay.
everyone.
Hi, good to hear you. Where are you from, Nelly Jan?
I'm from Northang. It's really
Okay, where is that?
It's in the Shirak
Region. Okay.
Yes.
And Vladimir, are you online with us?
Hello. Yes.
Hello, good to hear you. Where are you from, Vladimir?
From Vanadzor.
Vanadzor. Okay. What do you do?
Fine. You?
Okay. What do you do, Vladimir? Are you a student or do you work?
No. I am a business trainer. I
Wow,
work in
business trainer.
Yes.
Who do you train? Do you train students or do you train adults?
Student
And adults.
yes.
Good. Vladimir, you don't mind being Anna, do you?
I'm the woman.
Yeah, and Nelly will be the woman, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you try this dialogue for me?
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Now, can you try again, trying to remember how they were speaking, trying to use their intonation, okay? Good morning, once again. Vladimir, you are Anna. You start. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Anna.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Now stop. I think I will say, how are you?
Yeah, you confused a little, doesn't matter. Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So you're doing great, guys. Thanks a lot. I hope next time I'll see more enthusiasm. But overall, you're doing well. So good job. Let's move on. Thank you too, Nelly. Let's move on. Just a quick tip. So when you have questions that start with special word, how or what, it's a special question word, hatu kartsakan bar, your intonation doesn't go up, it goes down. Yeah, I know it's strange because in Armenian it always goes up when we ask questions, but in English it's this is the way it is, it goes down. So if you want to say how are you correctly, you can start from the end. So you say you, are you, how are you? And your intonation will go down. How are you? Vladimir, do you want to try for me? Just that sentence. Can you try?
How are you?
Okay. Say
How are
you. You.
Uh-huh. You.
You. Are you?
Are you?
How are you?
Are you?
Good job. Very good. Good job. How are you? Okay. And you can try along with Vladimir, yeah? So whenever you start with the end and then you go to the beginning, your intonation is more likely to be accurate, to be correct. Okay. Do you have any questions about this part? Okay. Let's move on. And this time the conversation is between Dave and Anna. And again, you can either listen to it. So let's listen. I'll share the video with you again. It's video number 2. As you listen, try to fill in the gaps. So several seconds for this. It's very short. Video number 2. Sorry, I wanted to switch on the lights because it was getting dark. Okay, right. So let's see who we can have online. This time, let's have. Okay, Olga, we haven't had you, have we? Okay, Olga, but your microphone is not even online, so we can't have you. Next time when you log in, please log in with your microphone. But we can have Shushan Saharian. Shushan? Shushan? Say something. Shushan? Shushan? Hello?
Hello,
Ah, good to hear you. Where are you from?
I'm from Artemi. It's a village.
Aragazotan?
Aragatsotun, yes.
Yeah. Okay, what do you do, Shushan?
I'm a student. I'm future historian. I'm studying at the Yerevan State University. Course.
Which year? Sorry?
4th course.
Okay, you're a 4th year student.
Yeah.
Okay. You like studying there?
Sorry?
Do you like studying at university?
Yeah, very much.
Okay. Marina has a question for you, Shushanjan. Can you please answer Marina's question? She's asking if you're an Access alumni.
I'm also Shushan, living in Artemi.
Yeah.
So
okay, maybe no. Right. Okay, no problem. So, Shushan, let's see who will be your Dave. So you will obviously be Anna. And let's see whether we can find Dave for you. Let's have Liana Kostandyan. Hello, Liana.
Hello. Do you listen to me? It's okay?
Yeah, we can hear you really well. Can you tell us where you're from and what you do?
Yes, I am from Alaverde. And I work in Alaverde municipality.
Municipality as a
as a first degree specialist at the Department of Urban Development, Environmental Protection.
Okay. Liana, do you want to be Dave?
Okay.
So Liana, you're Dave, and Shushan, you're Anna. Can you please have the dialogue for me? Okay.
Morning, Anna.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
No, it's false.
How are you, or how are you?
How are you doing?
Good job. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks. And you?
Yes, please.
I've forgotten. Yes, please.
I've forgotten. I don't. I've forgotten.
Why do you think Anna said yes, please? Because Dave offered her to have coffee.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Vladimir. Let's spell coffee correctly with double E.
Let's start again.
Can you try it again? Once again. Yes. Anna, you start.
Morning, Anna.
Hi, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Coffee?
Yes, please.
So very nice, Shushan. So do you remember what I told Vladimir about questions that start with special words? How, what? So what happens to the intonation? Does it go up or does it go down?
Down.
It goes down. So can you try this sentence for me with your intonation going down? Again, starting from the end. Can you say doing?
Doing?
You doing?
Are you doing?
And?
How are you doing?
Are you doing?
Are you doing?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? Right. Okay. So you don't have your intonation up. It goes down. I'm doing fine. It's just, when we say I'm doing fine, Samvedjan, it means I'm okay. I'm I feel fine. I'm good. Yes, Narina, very nice, good observation. Sometimes instead of saying good morning, especially in friendly meetings, during friendly meetings, when we know people really well, we say morning. Or, for example, instead of saying good evening, we say evening, okay? So that happens in very friendly settings when people know each other well. But for instance, in formal ones, you wouldn't say that. You always say morning, okay? You're always exhausted. To your friend, Olga, okay? Right. Thank you, ladies. You did a very good job. Stay tuned.
Thank you.
And let's move on. And here we have the final dialogue, video number 3, which comes after video number 2. Let me share the link again with you. And I want you to listen to the video and fill in the gaps. 1 minute for this. Please don't write your answers in the chat box. Don't write, Susanna Jan, your answers in the chat box. Okay, so I can see so many people ready. Let's see who can do this dialogue. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 people, because we have Chris, we have people in the office, we have Mr. Ranella, and we have Anna. Let's have Irina, because she's so eager to talk. But Irina, again, you haven't got your microphone. You say I'm ready, but you are just listening. You can't have your contribution. So next time, log in with your microphone, please. But we can have Hermine Vartanyan. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. And we can have, let's see if Naira has got her microphone. Yeah, we can have Naira Petrosyan. Hello.
Hello.
We can have Naira Manasyan, another Naira. Hi. Naira. And Olga, I can see your microphone. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, very quickly, can you please tell me in turn who you are and what you do? Naira, let's start with Olga. Olga, where are you from and what do you do?
Hello everyone, I am from Tavus, village Aguilar. I graduated from school 2 days ago.
Ah, congratulations!
Thank you. And I want to apply for AUA, but I will take a gap year, probably and travel.
Okay, thank you, Olga. Now, Naira Petrosyan, can you tell us what you do? Can you just speak, yeah? And we will hear you.
Hello. Hello, dear Lilit.
Hi, Naira.
I am from Averdi. I am a teacher of music. I play the piano.
Wow.
I am a private teacher. I work at home. I teach my school students to play the piano. And
That's
I like my
great.
job very much.
Teaching is great. You have a nice job. Congratulations. And
Thank
Naira
you.
Manasyan? Naira? Naira Manasyan, can you just speak and we can hear you? Hello. Hello. Narajan, can you tell us about yourself? Where are you from? Okay. Hermine Vartanyan, can you tell us about yourself?
I'm from Gyumri. I'm an animator.
You are, I'm sorry?
Animator.
Animator. Where do you work?
I work in public animation studio.
Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So, Hermine, do you want to be Anna?
Yes, sure.
Okay. And Naira Petrosyan, do you want to be Mr. Anela and people in the office?
Okay.
And Olga, do you want to be Chris?
Okay.
Okay. So can you start, please?
Good morning, Miss Anela.
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, Anna. How are you?
Great. How are you, Chris?
Good.
Okay, right. Hermine, once again, how do you read the first sentence? Can you read it for me?
Good morning, Mr. Anela.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, good job. All of you did a very nice job.
Thank you.
Good job. You want me to switch off your microphones or you'll do that? Okay, I have already done. Okay, let's move on. These are the answers, which we have already discussed. So we have, as you have already discovered, different ways of meeting people. We have informal ways like hello, hi, or even hey there, which is very, very like colloquial. Colloquial means conversational. Before 12 o'clock, we greet people by saying good morning to them. After 12 o'clock, we use good afternoon. And in the evening, we use good evening. Narina, which words do you have in mind? What do you want me to write? Colloquial? Let me write it. Yes. So colloquial means conversational. So, for example, when you want to greet your boss or your head of the office, you wouldn't say "Hey there." You would be more formal. But for example, when you're talking to your friends, you would be more conversational, more colloquial. "Hosak Olga," and you would say "Hey there." Okay, yeah, slangish, yeah, expression. When you haven't seen your friend or when you haven't seen a person for a very long time, you say "long time no see," which basically means you haven't seen them for a long time. Long time no see. Also, when you want to know what they have been up to recently, you say "How are you doing these days?" How are you doing these days again? In Armenian, probably it will be equivalent to "Inchka Vonse," something like that. But again, it's a way of greeting people, expressing your interest in them. When we see people, we often ask them about health. And we use some of these expressions, like "How are you?" or "How are you feeling today?" So you will find that during our sessions, I will often ask you that question: "How are you feeling today?" to see how your day was and how you feel about the session. And the answers can be different. "Fine, thank you. Thanks, not too bad." Not too bad is like our vochin, yeah? "Very well, I'm okay, not too well." For example, if something has happened, you might be ill or something, or you might not be feeling like well, you can say "not too well," actually. And when someone tells you "not too well," you can ask them, "What's wrong with you?" to find out whether that person is feeling sick or whether something has happened. "What's wrong with you?" Yeah, Hermina, thank you for providing another alternative. Pretty good. Again, very colloquial, conversational. So you can use different responses and different questions. Which is your favorite, by the way? Do you have any favorites? When you ask people about health or when you respond about health, which of these do you use? I'm just curious to know. Hi, okay. About asking about health, "How are you?" Actually, when do you use that, Karen? That's interesting. Amazing. Okay, so when people ask you how you are, you say "I'm amazing." That's nice. What have you been up to? Okay. Without any "you," Olga. What have you been up to? Okay. Without any "yes." Bad. Okay, Eric. Depends on how you feel. Usually ask about their what, Armine? Yeah, so many different responses. Fantastic is another way, yeah, of saying how you feel. I feel fantastic. Exhausted, yeah. Well, we have already learned that, yeah. Okay. Right. Do you have any questions about any of these expressions and the expressions on the previous slide? If you do, please write your question in the chat box. If not, we can move on. Okay, let's move on then. Now, as part of your homework, you will have, you know that you will have your webinars with your teachers in your regions, from your local regions. So as part of your homework, I want you to choose 2 of these people and to write a dialogue between you and them. For example, you can choose Prime Minister of Armenia, and you can write a dialogue between you and them using some of these expressions we have covered. But do you think you will be using formal or informal expressions with the Prime Minister? What do you think? Formal, yeah. You will not send this dialogue to the Prime Minister, but you will share this dialogue with your teacher. So it's important that you do that. Okay. Morning probably wouldn't work because it's more colloquial, but formal expressions will work. Yes, Gane. Or you can choose your best friend and you can write a dialogue with him. And in this case, your language and the expressions you choose, yes, Catherine, will be informal, will be completely different. You can choose your friend's mom, your boss, your teacher, your neighbor. Yes, you choose one of them, Gohar, and the second speaker is you. So you write a small dialogue, a mini dialogue between you and one of these people, deciding whether the style of the conversation is going to be formal or informal. You don't write it in the Moodle, Bartuhi. You write it in your copybook or in your notebook, whatever you have. And then during the webinar, your teacher will ask you to share. Okay, she will ask you to come online as you did today, as some of you did, and will ask you to share. Do you have any questions? Just one dialogue, Diana, just one. Do you have any questions about this assignment? One dialogue, okay. You can have several dialogues in your mind, but you have to present one. Okay. Now let's move on. As I promised, today we'll be revising the verb to be. I know that some of you already know it very well. That's why I'm using the verb revise. What is to revise? Revise. Let me write it for you. Yes. We're not learning, we're just revising the form and use. Yeah, repeat. So you might already know the form. Yes, it is I am. For example, I am a teacher. You are a, can you tell me what you are? Just one sentence. You are a student, right? Okay. Or you are a historian. You are a music teacher, a doctor. Good job. Actor. He is an actor, not acteur, which is French, but actor. He is an actor. So actor is for men. For women, what do we say? For example, do you remember this guy? What is his name, by the way? He's your favorite actor, then you should remember his name. Good job. Stallone is an actor. But for women, for example, Julia Roberts is an, yes, Julia Roberts is an actress. Yeah, that's different. Yeah. Now let's go to plural. I'm sorry, to third person again, and then to plural. It is a dog. We are, all of us are Armenians, and they are, maybe they are Americans, but I think they have suitcases with them, so they are travelers, or another word, yes, Nelly, good job, they are tourists. They are tourists. Let's write the word correctly. Tourists. The word comes from the tourist, comes from the word tour. Okay? Journey, tour, tourist. Or they are just people. Okay, Susanna. People who like traveling, basically. The form is clear, isn't it? They are friends also, yeah. So this is the form for questions and for negation. Negation means when you use the sentence in a negative form. For example, when you want to know if Vartuhi Grigoryan is a programmer, you ask her, Vartuhi, are you a programmer? And if she's not, what does she say?
I'm not.
No, I am not. Yes, good job. No, I'm not. Or if you want to know if someone is a teacher, you say, is he a teacher? But someone's friend says, no, he is not. Good job, Anush. No, he is not. Hey, also pay attention to the contractions. By contraction, we mean that two parts of the verb are joined. For example, we have is not. This is not a contraction, but when they are joined together, especially for conversational English, it is isn't or are not, but together they are aren't. For example, նրանք ուսուցիչներ չեն. How would you say that? Can you write in the chat box? նրանք ուսուցիչներ չեն. Yes, Lilit, good job. They are not teachers. Now, are not, if you want to make a contraction, you have, yes, Susanna. They aren't teachers. Yes, Liana, they aren't teachers. Now, what is important to remember in this respect is that we don't have a contraction for am not. You say, I am not a programmer, but you can't say I amn't. It's a mistake, okay? You don't say I amn't. That's a mistake. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a music teacher. You write one thing which you are not about yourself. You're not a programmer. Don't, it's my sentence. Susanna, use your own. Don't use my sentence. Like what? You're not a mother, okay? I'm not a doctor. You're not. And Olga is again conversational colloquial and very typical of Afro-American culture. And it's used in like rap songs, or it's used in conversations among, again, people who know each other very well and who are into using slang. I'm not crazy. I love that sentence. Okay. You are not a teacher. Thank you for the compliment, Susanna. Okay, can you make a contraction out of that? You're a good student, Anahid. Why do you think you're not? Or it's just an example. Okay. Do you have any questions about this? Irina, can you tell me what you mean? I couldn't understand your sentence. Can you write it again, Irina Darpinyan? Can you write your sentence? Businesswoman, okay. You're not a sad person, okay. So can you make an affirmative sentence? So if you're not a sad person, that means that you are a what kind of person? Thank you, Catherine. You're a happy person. You know, if you're not a sad person, then you're a happy person or a funny person. Yeah. Okay. Good job. You're doing a very nice job. Now, I'll give you 2 minutes to fill in these gaps. You can't fill them in on the slide. You take your copybook and you write the exercise there. That's the answers, okay? Please don't write your answers in the chat box. Don't do that, Diana. Please, Diana, Vladimir, don't do that, okay? So I'll give you some time to finish, and then we'll check the answers. Okay. When I say please don't write down the answers in the chat box, I really mean that. Natella. Պատասխանները չենք գրում chat box-ում։ Գրում ենք մեզ մոտ տետրերում, հետո քննարկում ենք, okay? Right. Okay. Now, no problem. Now, because we are running out of time, this is a nice expression. Let's learn it. We are running out of time. What does that mean? We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Yes, Olga, good job. We're running out of time. I shall show you the answers, and I want you to compare your answers with the answers on the slide. Check your answers. Check your answers, and tell me if you have any questions. Tell me if you have any questions. Wow, Lilit, good job. How many mistakes, how many beautiful mistakes did you make? And do you have any questions about these mistakes? Okay. Right. Okay. No mistakes. Good job. Even if you have made mistakes, it's okay. It's much better to make mistakes in English than to make mistakes in life. So bear that in mind, okay? When you have that choice, always go for English. Of course. So we say we're running out of time. We're running out of time. Yes, good job, Garner. We're running, sorry, out of time. And one more exercise for you, because you are doing such a beautiful job. And this time you open the brackets, these are the brackets, and you put the verb in its correct form. All right? So for example, for number 1, what do you think we can have? Number 1 is, yeah, Dawn is excited. Okay. Let's do this together. Okay, I changed my mind. Let's do this together. Naira Asadrian, only Naira writes. Can you write form for number 2? Are, thank you. Tiffany and Ilma are my friends, Naira. Varsik, can you write for number 3? Adil. Varsik is kind. Thank you, Varsik. Lilit Bekaryan, can you write for number 4? The full sentence. The full sentence, Lilit. Full sentence. The whole sentence. Not just one word. The full sentence. But it's a question, Lilit. Alisa is young. Is Alisa young? So pay attention to the interrogative form. Pay attention to the question mark. Is Alisa young? Okay. Number 5, Lilit Avetisyan. Isn't. Yeah, Lilit. Okay. Typo, but that's fine. Lilit isn't. The hammer isn't new. And number 6, Anush Petrosyan, my mother and father. Hammer is moved, Armine. Anush Petrosyan for number 6. Yes, are in the kitchen. Good. Number 7, Vladimir. Number 7, Rachel. Is in the park. Good job, Vladimir. And Agapi, number 8, test. Agapi, the full sentence. No negation here, Agapi. It's a question. Yes, is the test hard? Is the test hard? Because again, we have a question mark. Is the test hard? These are the answers. I'm sorry. Compare again. Tell me if you have any questions. So hammer is murg. Yeah. So when you want to, for example, hang a picture and you need a nail, yeah, to be hammered onto the wall, you use a hammer. Yeah. Okay, yes. Now, do you have any questions about today's session? Do you have any questions? Agapi, I saw your question about the books. During this course, we are not having books. We are having these materials. Is that okay? Okay. Right. You're welcome. Just because we have like 1 minute, let's do a very quick revision of what we have learned today. Let's do a revision. Yes, and then I'll tell you your homework, Lilit. A personal question. Zaru is in Spain. I'm also answering your personal questions. Okay. So we're doing a very quick revision. Can you tell me very quickly a synonym to permission, tuiladrucion? Can you write in the chat box? How would you say permission in English? No, the word the expression I taught you today. You remember? Very good. Green light. So it's a kind of idiomatic expression when you say you have my green light or you have my permission. Thank you. How do you call this part? How do you call this part of your hand? You write in the chat box, palm. Okay. So you might already you might have realized that palm has two meanings. One of them is a tree, yeah, that grows in tropical countries. The other is this part. So they are spelled in the same way and they are pronounced in the same way. When you haven't seen a person for a long time, and then you suddenly see them, what do you do? What do you do? You hug. Or you say, long time no see, good job, right? You hug that person. How would you say in English, can you write it? In the chat box. Our time is up, or we're running. Yes, Olga, we're running out of time. We're running out of time, or we're out of time. Yeah. How would you say, how do you, which word do you use when someone is very tired? When someone is very, very tired. For example, if someone is very tired, okay, Olga, that's your favorite word, so you have already monopolized that. Exhausted, okay. And when you're tired, yes, Susanna, good job. When you're tired because you have done, you have worked very hard, you're overworked, okay. And one more word, how would you say kırkınel? Kırkınel. Yes, Golar, we can say that. Revise, okay. Osaktakan. Or, yeah, colloquial, okay. Yeah, difficult to spell. Colloquial, here we go. And the final one, what did we have here? How would you say honarvel? Yes, wow. Okay. Thank you very much for being with me today. It's been my pleasure to meet everyone online. You're doing really great job. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me by Moodle. Thank you for the session too. And let me remind you the home assignment again. Let me leave the slide on the home assignment for you to see what you are going to do. But I will also upload these slides into the folder for the first week. So as part of your home assignment, you will be writing a dialogue between two people, yourself and one of these people, the PM, your best friend, your friend's mom, your boss, your teacher, your neighbor. You choose one person. All right. Congratulations on the first lesson. Let's thank again the U.S. Embassy for extending us this wonderful opportunity, and KWA for delivering it. Have a great evening and see you next week, next Monday. Bye-bye.